So what do you do when you get Czarface versus Ghostface? What's going on, ladies and gents in Cyberland? Coming back to you with another album review, and this time we got a mesh album, as I like to call it. Czarface meets Ghostface. So, what is there to say? You got the members of Czarface having a mesh album with Ghostface Killer, and you gotta say, it's not a classic. I think if they make another one, I think it could be. But it's really good. What is there to say? I mean, with this, you got all the elements of Czarface, the lyrics, the music, and this one gave more of the vibe of the grimy Wu-Tang 90s type of music. At least I got that from it. And then you got Ghostface, and what is there to say about Ghostface that hasn't been said? I mean, that dude is one of the great MCs of the 90s, to come out of the 90s. I mean, he chews rappers up and spits them out like no problem. Like, he's not, and of course he's got a history too. Like, he ain't one to trifle with. You know, that dude. There's been stories that have been told about that dude that ain't the greatest either, about him robbing people. So, as I've been read and heard interviews from. But anyway, as far as the album goes, you get Czarface coming in with their flow, and then Ghostface comes in with his, and it just meshes really well, and you just get a collection of tracks, and it's like it's literally like they did a comic book where it's like Batman versus Superman, or Batman versus Green Arrow, or you know, like you get two characters from different comic worlds, like DC versus Marvel. And that's really how it felt. And then, you know, they say the Silver Age, so you know that, you know, or it's just like you had two people. I mean, Inspector Deck and Ghost are from Wu-Tang, but you have this thing like two guys from different sides of the tracks, and they just come together to hash out their lyrics and battle each other, kind of thing, and you get it just all written down on an album, and it just really does very well. The rating for the album is a 9 out of 10 yes sirs. Nothing I didn't like. A good amount of tracks, a good amount of solid tracks. I just felt like maybe some of the tracks could have been a little longer. Maybe that. Probably would give it, I don't know, and I could very well come back and think I think it's a higher rating than what it is. It's not lower than that for sure, but I don't know. I guess I think the tracks are good. I just don't think it's a full-on classic like the first two Czarface albums, or even Ghostface's first two albums, but it's good. My top 5 tracks are Iron Claw, The King Heard Voices, Face Off, Mass Superstars, and Listen to the Color. Or I think, yeah, Listen to the Color. If you like Ghostface, you're gonna like. I think you would like this album. If you like Czarface, you like this album. You get two diamonds coming together, and you can't fail. You know, it's just both sides bring their A game, and you do a hell of a job. Hell of a job. Man, this album was good. And it felt refreshing. Like, you know, if you like the 90s hip-hop, the East Coast and thing, you're going to get that on this album. You're not going to get... It's so far removed from what's being played on the radio when it came out, and what's currently being played right now. It ain't club music. It's not for the club. It's not for dancing. It's for bobbing your head and just kicking back and just listening and just enjoying the vibe that's being presented while the album's being played. That's what I got from it. Some people, they'll be smoking if they want to listen. Maybe that's your thing, not mine. But it was just, it's very cohesive and very on point. Not much it's not much I can say, because, you know, if you know Ghostface and you already know Czarface from the other reviews, you already know what you're getting. You're going to get a solid album, definitely. Some people will say it was a classic. I just don't feel it's that. But anyway, let's cue the music.
Yo, we criminals on a night shift. Get the Billy Club or the nightstick. Sublime Stone, I get right with. My murder game down to a tight knit. Reputation's product, the story is polished. No laces in my Adidas, motherfuckers. Yeah, kid, and I'm not from Hollis. Got garlic for vampires and fake niggas who came to gossip. You can't dress me with that bullshit. You ain't even my stylist.
You acting all big now.
But you ain't Christopher Wallace. See a girl on the knees, she just doing a solid. And the funny shit, you ain't gonna do nothing about it. Have a seat over there, you should be doing the knowledge. See, these young boys will murder you, and none of these niggas never heard of you. We popped a few things on the curb or two to have you stretched out laying vertical.